Hey everybody, just so you know, this episode of No Repeat Podcast does include some naughty words, some bad things. We're going to be talking about some explicit topics, so if you got any kids, babies, old, or those of weak mental fortitude, please tell them to get over it or leave the room, jump out the car, and enjoy the show.
Eventually you get absorbed in, and you are Sonic.
What's up, everybody? I'm Taylor Olmstead, and I want to welcome you to No Repeat, a podcast where we pick 3 songs every week with no repeats and no do-overs to create a perfect playlist for every occasion life throws at you. Joining me are my co-hosts, Tyler Reed.
You better believe I ain't no goddamn son of a bitch.
And Sean Evans.
Real man of genius, Mr. Taylor who wants to record a podcast on Tuesday night.
That's right. We're recording on Tuesday because we had a bunch of travel this month, so if we sound a little different, it's just a different day of the week.
But we going up in the club on a Tuesday.
All right, Tyler, can you tell the listeners what our challenge was this week?
Super podcast pal Ivan challenged us to find the worst song for Kidz Bop to cover.
I'm not gonna lie, I had a hard time with this one, but not in the way I expected. My initial expectation was that it was going to be hard to find a song for this, and then I realized it was actually really easy to find songs for this. It was really hard to narrow it down to the best worst, if you will, because there are a lot of songs that are really inappropriate for small children to sing, and I have a bunch of them in my iTunes library. And so I had way more B-sides than I will care to list at the end of this episode. But I built up kind of a system of narrowing them down. I'm curious how you guys approached it, though, before I get into my whole spiel. What did you guys do this week?
I fired from the hip. I said, what sounds good? Got him. I actually repicked once, and that's fine. I was like, oh, this is the great song. This is a great song to choose. But I think I wanted to add a little bit more hee-hee ha-ha to it, you know? I wanted to be a little more funny. A little more of that Comedy Central humor, that LOLXD so random.
And I actually tried to find a song that was popular.
Ooh.
Because, I mean, the whole point of Kidz Bop is having popular songs that kids can listen to.
Contextually relevant songs. That's right, Sean.
Sung by kids, right? So, like, I wanted to find a song that was popular, but you would also never, ever find without heavy lyrical distortion. I don't know, maybe you could find this on there, you know, like a moral lesson to be humble. That's kind of a virtuous thing to be humble, right?
Sit down, Sean. No, I think that's a really good restraint that you put on yourself there. I probably should have done that, like gone with a song that was popular, because I had just so many. But what I ended up doing is I kind of ruled out any songs where I felt like it was just profane for the sake of being profane. Because sometimes, you know, there's like a joke song or like an overly sexualized song that's kind of like proving a point by being so raunchy. And so that kind of narrowed a little bit of it out. And then I was also looking for something that had kind of an energy about it. Like, it's one thing to have the mental picture of a kid saying bad words, but to have them saying it in kind of like a messed up context, I felt like really made this challenge kind of funnier. Like Tyler was saying, like, bring the LOLXD so random to it. Like, I wanted something that, even if it didn't have bad words in it, just felt completely inappropriate and like dark comedy to have a choir of children singing it. And that really helped me narrow down to like my top 3. And then from there, I just listened to those songs a bunch until I picked the one that I liked the most. Because it is still the playlist. Like, it needs to be a song that can live on in the playlist. And so there were a couple of songs that I immediately got out to because I was like, as good as this song is, it does not fit at all with the aesthetic we're building on this show.
I don't know. I just felt like I didn't want to include just like a top 40 radio hit, right? Like, I don't know. I didn't feel true to my essence, but I feel like I probably would have chosen like a Post Malone song because I feel like that would have had hilarious implications of a children singing like that.
I mean, if it helps, my song it is a Pulitzer Prize winner, so I think technically speaking, it's legal to play it in schools now.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I mean, I could have, I guess if we're going the popular song route, I could have done Bitch by Meredith Brooks, because I've always loved that song, and I remember it being a huge radio hit, and radio stations not knowing what to do about the line, I'm a bitch, I'm a lover. Like, some stations would bleep it, and some wouldn't, depending on the time of day and everything. But it was, the first line of the chorus of the song. Or similarly, I Write Sins Not Tragedies by Panic at the Disco, which has the goddamn in it, on the first line of the chorus. But I don't know, those songs felt like they were almost too close to being real Kidz Bop songs. Like, if you change that one word, it would actually work as a Kidz Bop song. And I wanted to push the envelope a little bit more.
Right, it's gotta be pasted, just covered in the naughty words, and the bad bads, the whoop whoops, wows, oof doofas.
I don't know if you're describing great dog names or if you're talking about curse words.
Mr. Scoops.
Yeah.
Scoop diddy whoop.
Scoop. Oh, that would have been a tasty one. Taylor, why don't you just change your song real quick? Take your song. That's fine. Just kidding. I don't want your song. Your song makes me sick.
Do you have anything else to say about the challenge itself, or should we just get into picks?
Oh, let's just go right in.
I think we're ready for this.
I kind of want to go first this week.
Go ahead, Taylor. Please do.
All right. My pick this week is Wow, I Can Get Sexual Too by Say Anything.
Maggots prey upon the living dead. I had no interest in the things she said. On the phone every day, all permanently in the hay. I called her on the phone and she touched herself. She touched herself. She touched herself. I called her on the phone and she touched herself. I laughed myself to sleep.
I kind of forgot about this song for a long time.
Oh, thank God we forgot about the song.
That's why I picked it, Sean, because this first Say Anything record was huge in our friend group when we were all in high school. And I remember...
Not for me.
And I mean, I don't know that any of us particularly liked it, but a lot of people in our marching band were really into Say Anything.
It was the Amelia side, Sean, please. There's two sides.
But this song always kind of stood out on this album as this raunchy, weird, kind of dark song about this guy and his long distance girlfriend, I guess. But that chorus, I called her on the phone and she touched herself, was a running refrain, almost like a musical meme for a long time in a certain crowd of people. And when we were working on this challenge, this song came back into my head as it's sexual and it's explicit, but it's also aggressive and kind of mean and a little bit creepy. And I think that's actually what I liked about it for this challenge, was that even though it doesn't have a ton of swearing in it, it's the concept of a child knowing the words to this song is so off-putting. I don't ever want to hear a kid sing this song. I don't really want to hear anybody besides Max Bemis from Say Anything sing this song. I watched a couple acoustic covers of it on YouTube and I was like, gross, get out of here. No, go away.
I hate this song so much.
Yes! I knew someone would.
Hate it. I hate it. Oh.
How much do you hate it?
It's a lot.
Okay.
Mostly, listen, I Say Anything enough. Alive with the Glory of Love is a great song, and it's unfortunate that it's on the same album. Because, at some point, I'll inevitably have to listen to this song. I think this was a double album. I feel like...
It was a debut double album.
Improbable that happened. Anyway, so this was an ex's one of their favorite songs, and I was like, well, this is already disgusting, but I still don't like this song. I don't know, there's just something about it just says it in such a weird way. He just the beat is weird. It's a weird tempo. And I'm like, ooh, it just feels a little creepy, It just makes my skin crawl.
No, I totally get what you're saying. There's something that's really weird about sad sexual songs.
Mm-hmm.
And not sad sexual, but somebody that, is maybe in their early 20s that's kind of lost a little bit and they're trying to find love, and it's little things that are big for them, going outside or having human contact on a semi-regular basis. You know, that's like really awkward. That's why I think this song is like really awkward for me, because I'm like, you wrote a song about somebody possibly touching themselves, or at least telling you that, and you're like, you're really into this, and that's like nice. That's sweet. I don't know. Maybe it's because I like came from a time of analog sex. I don't know if you guys know what that is. Do you know what analog sex is? You know
what, Sean? Why don't you just tell the kids at home?
I don't think that's the territory of this podcast.
Oh, okay, all right. That's the name of my next project, actually, analog sex.
I'm glad that you guys both picked up on the creepy vibes too, though, because I was worried that it was only kind of creepy to me, but I feel like we can now definitively say that this song is creepy. And when you read the lyrics, it's even creepier. There's some stuff in there about maggots and going to the electric chair. First line in the song is, "If I die and go to hell real soon, it will appear to me as this room." Like, he's not in a good place.
Well, did you see the video that you posted at the end? The girl that has it, Cause of Chaos, has like a little story at the end that she tries to like sneak in at the end of her PowerPoint from 2008, and it says,
"Yes,
wow, you can get sexual too? That's cool, dude." Tries to get sexual, trips and falls. I'm okay. Thanks.
You gotta love...
There, I actually read it exactly what it's like.
You gotta love mid-2000s YouTube lyric videos. Link in the show notes.
What were you doing on October 1st, 2008 when this video was posted? What were you doing?
I was watching a Linkin Park anime music video. That's what I was doing.
I mean, if we're being honest, I think we were all probably at band practice.
No, I was not. I was in college.
Oh,
dang,
lucky
dude.
you.
Then you're right. I probably also
Tyler
was not watching a Naruto anime music video.
Well, I'm glad I finally picked a song that Tyler hates. We can move on now.
You did it.
It doesn't. There's not a lot. There's not a lot out there that I would be willing to go out and say that I hate. This is one of them.
Analog sex.
Just keep talking about it, Sean. Just keep bringing it up.
Listen, you gave the warning at the beginning of the episode. I don't talk.
It's like the secret. He wants to speak it into existence.
I'll go next.
What you got, Tyler?
This week, I chose "Where Eagles Dare" by the Misfits.
We go where eagles dare. They pick up every movement. They pick up every loser. With jaded eyes and features, you think they really care? I ain't no goddamn son of a bitch. You better think about it, baby. I ain't no goddamn son of a bitch. You better think about it, baby, baby.
I'd originally chosen "The New Noise" by Refused, and I was like, this seems like a lot. This seems like, I don't know if this is the kind of tone I would have set, because I think Sean posted his and I posted mine. I'm like, you know what, we're doing funny songs this week. So I was like, the Misfits are not here yet, and I feel like they're probably a good choice, especially this song, because it's really just naughty for the sake of being naughty. This is really a song that has not a lot of content aside from the chorus of, "I ain't no goddamn son of a bitch."
You better think about it, baby.
Think about it, baby. baby.
So I actually listened to most of these songs in the car with Sarah. She kind of liked this song.
It's a good song.
It's got full energy and spirit.
And it's a message you could really get behind.
That's my mother you're talking about. I don't know why I cried when I yelled that. Did you notice that I kind of had like a weepy tone when I yelled that?
Yeah, I did.
That's weird.
Stand up for your old lady.
That's my mom!
It's really everything you want out of a Misfits song, in that it's loud, it has a really good bass line, it's got Danzig doing those amazing vocals, and it's only 2.5 minutes long, which is exactly the right length.
But I think what really the entertaining value is thinking about 5 to 10 small children trying to imitate a sort of sing-song, doo-wop vocal impression of Glenn Danzig. And just, what are they going to do? What are they going to do to those words?
See, and that's what part of me thinks, for this song, it's almost more entertaining to think about what the Kidz Bop music video would look like. Would it be a bunch of,
yes,
black jean jacket wearing children bopping around with like corpse paint on and overgelled hair, and they're like a little bit too muscly for their age, like the Misfits. And are they like dancing around a pile of bricks? Like,
They're
like
all
you
just-
know, is that where they went? All the bricks.
They're on a fleet of motorcycles, all with matching dreadlocks.
Devil locks, you mean?
Devil locks! That's what it is. And they're all smoking while riding bikes with devil locks.
No. They all have candy cigarettes in their mouths.
No, you're right. And they're in a nice V formation going down the street.
They're all throwing bottles of Coke at each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Putting Mentos in Coke.
And getting each other real wet.
I'm also imagining maybe like a knife fight sequence, except instead of knives, it's like lollipops that they're trying to stick to each other, like sticking each other's hair. I'm for this. I think Little Kid Misfits cover band needs to be a thing.
Is there like a Baby Lullaby Misfits version?
Oh, there has to be.
The
There's a lullaby version of every rock band.
Nirvana one is quite creepy.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Oh God, what did Tyler just share?
It's very bad. It's very, very bad. There's no words, unfortunately, which makes a lot of sense when you consider it.
So Tyler has just shared with us the Rockabye Baby lullaby arrangement of Where Eagles Dare, which is exactly as creepy as we thought it would be. Oh my gosh, this is horrifying.
It's actually just really creepy.
I know, it is. When you put punk songs to like, oh my God, they have a Judith version by A Perfect Circle. Oh my God.
Not good. Not good at all.
It's like the weird like fake echo they have on it just makes it sound haunting and terrifying.
They have a Baby Lullaby, The Outsider by A Perfect Circle.
What's next? Baby Lullabies Bleed by Meshuggah?
Oh my God, please find that. Run up the Googler and find that, please. That has to exist. They have Pearl Jam.
It does not seem to exist.
Come on, internet. All right.
But no, this is a really good pick, Tyler. I think of all the Misfits songs to put on the playlist, this is one of the best ones because it has by far the catchiest chorus.
I don't know.
It's also real easy to learn the words to.
I feel like mine will give it a run for its money.
I meant of Misfits songs, but
Oh, okay.
anything else on this?
But yeah, you're right.
All right, Sean, what do you have for us this week?
So this week I picked Humble by Kendrick Lamar.
Be humble, sit down. Be humble, sit down. Be humble, sit down. Be humble, bitch, sit down. Be humble, sit down. Who that nigga thinking that he frontin' on that man? Get the fuck off my stage, I'm the same man. Get the fuck off my dick, that ain't right. I make a play, fucking up your whole life.
My original choice for this podcast was Big Butts by Sir Mix-a-Lot, but then I decided that I needed to pick a more topical song. And when this song came out, a little over probably a year ago? 2 years ago? 2 years ago.
Maybe even 2, yeah.
Yeah. This song just like, the beat just caught me, and I've never looked back. I think it's been on like 3 running playlists that I have, because it's just so good. But that's why I picked it, because it's so catchy. I'll be thinking about this song all night.
And so inappropriate for children. Yeah, I was really pleased when you picked this because I was trying to find a good time to put Kendrick Lamar on the playlist. And while this maybe isn't the most dignified way to put perhaps the greatest rapper of our time on a playlist, it is very funny to think about a small child saying, "Be humble, bitch, sit down." Like, that's very good. I like that a lot. Yeah, there's like no lines in this song that don't have a swear word or a sexual reference in them. There's no way this would ever work as a kid's bop, but that's okay.
But it's like a kid's bop, am I right?
Oh, it's a bop. It's just not a kid's bop.
I feel like they would have a lot of fun with this song, trying to come up with very kid-sensitive topics. You're like, oh, it starts off real quick, like in the beginning, because it's like syrup sandwiches, am I right? You're like, hey kids, You've had those before. You're like, yeah, this is a song about syrup sandwiches. Whole song. Change it.
I mean, what are you ever going to do with a line like, I'm so sick and tired of all the Photoshop, sew me something natural like ass with some stretch marks?
It's body positivity, Taylor. There's a lot to be learned.
Yeah.
I agree. There are a lot of really valuable lessons here. I just don't know what you make that into.
No idea. What I'm saying is this song is a jam.
Oh, this song is a total jam. That simple piano loop has been stuck in my head for 2 years. Anytime I hear the word humble, that beat starts playing. You can just say syrup sandwiches to me, and I'm in this song for the rest of the day. And heaven forbid, if somebody starts talking about their left stroke just went viral, I'm done. I'm in the Kendrick Lamar place. It's like the Sunken Place, except the beats are better. This song is so catchy. I love it so much. I wholeheartedly enjoy all of Kendrick's music. I think we're going to be talking about this song and this album and really this period in his career for a long time. But this is the mega hit for sure.
And now it's time for notable B-sides, and these were songs that were so close to getting on this very explicit episode, but I guess we'll just have to find some other less explicit episode that's also equally as explicit.
So my direct runner-up was Closer by 9 Inch Nails.
That one's good, though. That one's kind of religious, right? Bring me closer to God. That's one of the lyrics.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that'd be one of the ones where when we go back and do Billy Joe Armstrong's Big Book of Dreams, we're gonna be like, what topic was this again? Why did you choose Closer? You're like, oh, that's right, it was the Kidz Bop one.
And that's why I didn't pick it, which, by the way, if you're interested in hearing us analyze our picks, you can get that from our Patreon exclusive podcast, Billy Joe Armstrong's Technicolor multicolor Billy Joe Armstrong's Technicolor Magical Notebook
of Dreams.
Of Dreams. Other B-sides that I had this week were Gallery Piece by Of Montreal, Orgasm Addict by the Buzzcocks, Blockbuster Night Part 1 by Run the Jewels, or basically anything by Run the Jewels. Shut Up by Blink-182, Post Breakup Sex by The Vaccines. And I wanted to pick this, but I want to get your guys' verdict on whether this would have counted. We Don't Care by Kanye West, which is the first song on his first album, but it does have a children's choir at the end of the song.
That doesn't matter.
What's wrong with that? Yeah. You can make kids say all sorts of dirty shit.
I mean, it just felt like it was too close. Like, it's already half Kidz Boppy with the children's choir, so that's why I didn't pick it.
I think you gotta chase your bliss, Taylor.
Let's see. B-sides. Bleed by Meshuggah. Always a good one. Put on B-sides. Probably its 19th entry into the B-sides list. Let's see. Woo.
Thanks, Ivan. You can only put it on one time, and I guarantee he doesn't duplicate, so...
Like I said, Sir Mix-a-Lot, I like big butts. I was going to pick Coolio, Gangsta's Paradise, just because that always gets stuck in my head.
That would have been fun.
The beat is really good on that one.
Oh, and just an editor's note, Ivan, the song, when you actually look it up, is called Baby Got Back. It's not I Like Big Butts.
He knows what it's called, Tyler.
Oh, I don't know.
I'm trying to think of other ones. Probably Big Balls by AC/DC. I don't know.
Which, real quick, audience at home, how do you feel about AC/DC? Yes or no? Leave in the comments.
Tyler won't answer, so answer for him.
I think they have some great tracks, but you know what? Sometimes I really don't want to hear songs about big balls or...
Okay, Tyler, B-sides from you.
Baby, I Shot from the Hip this week. I think this is the second week in a row where I've shot from the hip, and I'm like, this is it. I'm calling it, and that's it. But you know what? Sometimes I dig deep. Sometimes I spend whole weeks trying to find one song. Other times, right off the bat.
Well, Tyler, if people want to share their most explicit songs with you, where can they do that?
You can share with me your favorite AC/DC song at rudepets.club, and you can find me on socials as rudepetsclub on Instagram and Twitter.
Hey, Sean, if people are looking for good restaurants along the highway to hell, where can they get recommendations from you?
Oh, they can find me on Instagram and Twitter at TellySean. Oh, by the way, happy Telly Tuesday, everybody.
And if you want blood, You can, I guess, follow me on Twitter at TC Olmstead. And if you like what we do here at No Repeat, you can leave us a review in your podcast app of choice. It helps other people find the show. Thanks for listening, and we'll be back next week with 3 more songs on another episode of No Repeat.